All right. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
We're the Hebrew Israelites from the camp GMS Cleveland. Before we get started, we'll give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruchakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect that preach the truth sincerely across the four corners of the earth. This is another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, this lesson be edifying to the hopeful elect. Hey, the name of this lesson is self-worth versus self-pride. It's a difference, man. The Lord is with having self-worth, but self-pride, and the Lord's not with that, man. Because actually, that's the first thing He hate, a proud look.
And also the scriptures say pride wasn't made for man.
Right, exactly. That's a cold one.
The scriptures also say pride is when one departed from his maker.
Right. Exactly. So those two different things, man, that's not the same thing, but you got that.
Yep, this is Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 19. I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore choose life, that both thou and thy seed may live.
Right, exactly. So, the Lord, right, if you really have self-worth about self, you go seek Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. You go put the Lord first. But if you got self-pride, you're not gonna put the Lord first. You're gonna put yourself first. And I was gonna make a point that you got that. I was gonna also because when it comes to seeking the Most High, see, a lot of Jays they think that the Lord is corny, man. Like Abar said, hey, just because you seeking the Lord, that don't mean you gotta be in the closet and praying all day, man. The Lord, when you following at the ways He how about Shemi Shah, He allows you to live and prosper in those ways, man. Not just you in the fucking basement all day, singing kumbaya and shit, man. That's not how the Lord get down, man. Hey, you got to read the accounts and the scriptures to, you got to read the scriptures to see how the Lord want man to live on earth, man. But you got it.
Con, if I could add, I wanted to read the next verse and make a point. Excuse me. It says, Deuteronomy 30 and 20 says that thou mayest love the Lord Yahweh thy power, and that thou mayest obey his voice, and that thou mayest cleave unto him, for he is thy life, right? He created us. He knows exactly what we need. And if he tells us to obey, then it's for our better. The scriptures prove that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is fair, he's equitable, he's full of mercy, and he's full of love for his people. Just for the fact now that the prophets are back on the scene is an extension of his love. So he knows what's best for us. Again, it says, cleave unto him, for he is thy life and the length of thy days, right? Because the ways of Yahweh Shai are everlasting. That's why the kingdom is going to be everlasting. It says that thou mayest dwell in the land which the Lord sware unto thy fathers, to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, to give them. So ultimately, you choosing that self-worth over that self-pride is leading to the kingdom. And that's what the scripture saying, wisdom of Solomon. This wisdom not to understand it via the law, statutes, and commandments, the precepts, the ordinances, that leads to the kingdom.
They don't say wisdom bring forth the kingdom.
Yeah, that was just quoted. Yeah, shit, that came on twice. Somebody want to grab it, Kushan? Because the scriptures also say that the scriptures are a fountain of life to depart from the snares of death. Mm-hmm. And this is part of art. These are epistles from one Israelite to the rest of the Israelite foreigners, or from one Israelite to another. So this gospel can be published, declared, spread.
And while he grabbing that, I'm gonna just grab this real quick. This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endureth forever. All that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die.
Right. And that links up with Joshua 1 and 8. When we meditate in this book, when we keep the sayings of this book, which are faithful and true, near and dear, then that's when we have good success. Deuteronomy 4 and 6, all basic precepts that let you know that when we keep these ways, it's pleasing to the Lord. This is our wisdom in the sight of the nations. Okay. And that's how we're going to be able to be superior to the other nations, in addition to Yahweh Shemel Shah dwelling within us personally.
Okay, this was the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, and I'm going to start at verse 18. And love is the keeping of her laws, and the giving heed unto her laws is the assurance of incorruption.
Right, it's a lot good. We know from 1 John that we love each other and we love the Heavenly Father when we keep the law, statutes, and commandments. We're not able to do that perfectly, but like it says in the book of Galatians, we quote all the time, the law is the schoolmaster to bring us closer to Yahweh Shai. It's tutelage, it's guidance,
Right.
bring us closer to the Father. But how do we get to the Father? Through the mediator. He is that partition. The scriptures say that I am the way, the truth, and the life, and nobody gets to the Father but by me, roughly paraphrasing. And that what leads to the incorruption, because the scriptures also say in Corinthians that when we get these new bodies, that old man, that physical body is going to be left. It's not going to be able to even make it on the chariot. So, but what leads up to that? The works and faith to match that work. Go ahead.
And corruption maketh us near unto Yahweh.
Because to depart from evil, that's understanding. Pursuing Job 28. What he's about to say?
Read that again.
It says, and corruption maketh us near unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua.
Right, and corruption, right? Us being in righteous ways, our righteous estate. That's what make us incorruptible in the eyes of the Lord. We strive to do that. Day by day. That's why the scriptures say we die daily. Right, we putting off the old man, right, to basically win Yahweh Shah. But
It says, therefore the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom.
Yeah.
And that's the point right there. The desire of wisdom bring a kingdom, because the foundation of the kingdom of heaven is what? The scriptures say. They say, seek the kingdom first, and all these things shall be added unto these. So you're supposed to be putting Yahweh Shah first above everything, man. And it's an order when it comes to serving the Lord as well. But you got that Sharab. No, we can pull that out, that Proverbs. Yeah, pull that out.
This is Proverbs chapter 14 and verse 12. It says, there is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death.
And that's when the self-pride kick in, man. The way how you feel things should go. The way how you think things should go. That's not the way you have watching Yahweh Shah, man. The scriptures talk about lean not upon thy own understanding. Your own understanding is your own emotions, man. So it's a way that seems right unto a man, but the end thereof is the ways of death. It's just gonna lead to your destruction. So that is because like the brother quoted earlier, pride was not made for man. So the way that a man seeing right and it leads to his death. Guess what? That means he put pride in the way, man.
Did you have something? I wanted to grab that since you quoted.
All right, kind of go ahead.
This is Proverbs 3 and 5, straight to the point. It says, trust in the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua with all thy heart. That word heart in Hebrew is lav, your mind. So we have to solely think on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. It says, and lean not unto thy own understanding. Why? To the points that was made earlier. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is in control. Deuteronomy 32 lets us know that he's in control. He kills, he wounds, he makes laws. And the scriptures also say that he works on the minds of men. He sealed our instructions when we sleep. It's clearly a different power. It's clearly a different tax bracket, another level. So why wouldn't we depend on him? The all-knowing, the ancient of days. Come on now.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 10, and verse 7. It says, pride is hateful before Yahweh and man, and by both doeth one commit iniquity. And like the brother was saying, it's a difference between self-pride and self-love, man. Because when you prideful, matter of fact, when you go to jump down to verse 13, it says, for pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall pour out abomination. And therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamities and overthrew them utterly. Right. And the Lord is going to bring judgment upon all of those who are proud. You have many and plenty of examples of that. Noah, Sodom and Gomorrah, and that's the Lord proving that, pride is separate from the fear of the Lord, man.
Yeah. I got something. Wait, what's more on that?
No, that's it.
I got something real quick. This Ephesians 5 and 28, it says, so ought men to love their wives as their own bodies. He that loveth his wife loveth himself. For no man ever yet hated his own flesh, but nourisheth and cherisheth It even as the Lord of the church, you
Mm.
know, and I'm pulling this out because it's saying basically it's talking about loving yourself and how you gonna take care of your own body. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing wrong with doing stuff for yourself. That's not wicked, man. You know, the Lord, when it comes to serve the Lord is not telling you to be a bum and wear a garment all day, man. You know, and sit in the house and shit, man. No, the Lord's saying put him first and everything else will come with it, man. You know, so just going back to just backing that up. Hey, because it's good to say what for body exercise profit of little. Why is that in there? Because hey, it's something that could benefit your fleshly body. You know,
It's just not something that benefits your spirit. Like,
exactly right. You don't put that before the spirit, because the next part of the verse say, "But the spirit profiteth in all things."
Mm.
You know, so the Lord supposed to come first in all things, man. You know, and that's true self worth, and that's the point of the video, man. And you get that Romans 12:3 real quick.
Con, this is the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 3. For I say, through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly, according as Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai have dealt to every man the measure of faith.
Right, because at the end of the day, you know, hey, it's good to talk about how Jacob thou worm. You know, at the end of the day, we made out of earth and ashes, man. It's not profitable for us to boast over each other. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's good to talk about what love your neighbor as ourselves, man. So, hey, Huck, what you about to say?
Scripture also talk about them 50 rads.
Right, our righteousness is not that filthy rag. So it's not about what you do, man. It's about as you go continue, you know, to just serve the Lord and play your role in this ministry, man. Play your role in the body, you know.
you know, gotta quote one of my favorite scriptures, John 1:17. It says the laws brought by Moses, but grace and truth was brought through Yahweh Shai. And that's why we show that we love each other through this grace period. It's a standard to the love, the law, statutes, and commandments. That's why Yahweh Shem Shai put the spirit, well, that's why Yahweh put the spirit on Yahweh Shai to just sum it up to two. Not serving any other gods, and like the brothers going into. You know, love thy neighbors, I love thyself. You know what I'm saying? That's a true sense of self-worth, because that's how you know the curses is real. Because when you look out and see Jake gangbanging and killing each other, that's a reflection of yourself. We all one nation, you know, different parts of the same body. And it's on an even smaller scale with the elect, because we all Israelites. But at the end of the day, the 2/3, they not Israel right now. They got to be put out of their misery, because they don't have that self-worth according to the scripture. They have self-worth according to Esau, which is ultimately pride.
You got that shit right.
Con,
You
this
put it
is
down.
this is Sirach 3:18. It says, "The greater thou art, the more it says more humble thyself." All right, and that's what the greater you are, the Lord blessing you in this world, especially like the spirit, especially dealing with these scriptures, or even in having what's carnal things. But it says you're supposed to humble yourself. All right, and that's where that pride comes in at. All right, because at the end of the day, if you're prideful, the Lord will take all that. That's in Deuteronomy 8. If you become like with fat with the substance, you'll forget the Lord. That's that pride. But it says, "And thou shalt find favor before the Lord." So if you humble yourself in the sight of the Lord, the Lord will give you the increase on even more things abundantly of what you want. You know.
And it still goes back to continuing to put the Lord first, man. You know, and not thinking highly of yourself over your brother, man. You know. But shit, that's it. That's all y'all had.
Um, let me grab this. This is Lamentations 4:1. It says, "How has the gold become dim? How has the most fine gold changed? The stones of the sanctuary poured out in the top of every street." And that we are the stones. You know what I'm saying? Going again to that self-worth. We know that we are jewels, but we're not in our final state. We still have impurities to be purged out through the fire of adversity, like the scriptures let us know. And, we've been afflicted by every nation via the curses. It says the precious sons of Zion comparable to fine gold. Right, precious sons. When you read scriptures like that, if you're in your right mind, if the spirit is dealing with you, that should definitely add to your self-worth. But on the balance to humility, because no, we've been tainted. We Jews that need to be clean, or we're in our raw state rather, not tainted. That humbles you. Because even Salaki, that was pretty much it. No, it's Salaki. The precious sons of Zion, comparable to fine gold, how are they esteemed as earthen pitchers, the work of the hands of the potter? So right, not operating in your full estate. Go ahead.
This is the book of Sirach. Unless another brother has.
And just to add on that point, you said it's basically going into not operating in your full estate, because soon as you leave your highest peak of greatness, that's what you do. You decline. Our highest peak of greatness is what serving Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
That's right.
So that's why when you see a nigga fall off the truth, or hey, you get to bugging out, he look like a whole another person. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't have that spirit on him, man. He's not at his first estate. Look at us now in America. We was once high stature, great people, but now we at the we got the curses thrown on us. But hey, the Lord, He's lifting us back up. We going back to that first estate, man. We see our self-worth within ourselves through the spirit of power Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But you got it up.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 18 and verse 20. Before judgment, examine thyself, and in the day of visitation thou shalt have mercy. Humble thyself before thou be sick, and in the time of sins shew repentance. Right? So the Lord is all about, that humility, man. Like the scripture said in the book of 2 Peter 5 and 6. Or humble thyself under the mighty hand of the Lord, and He's going to exalt you. So it's not about, having pride, in yourself, but more so we really supposed to be priding ourselves in humility, man. Like the Apostle Gabar always mentioned,
So yeah, Lord, willing this was edifying. With that, we'll close out with all praise, honor, and glory too. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who were well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom and Kwam Yasharada.
So